Hello, everyone. Welcome to William in the Magic Box. Today on our show, we are going to have Stephanie. Stephanie is a professional MMA fighter from New York City. So let's see what Stephanie has to say. Enjoy the interview. Hello. Hello, Stephanie. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Very well. Thank you so much. How's your day been so far?
Well, by me, it's only one, so, but hectic.
Busy day for you?
It's always a busy day. I wake up to the phone, I go to sleep to the phone.
Oh my God! Wow, it's good to be busy. I guess it's nice.
It's better than being bored.
For sure. Stephanie, before we start the game, tell me where are you from?
My roots are New York.
What's the best part of living in New York?
That my family's name is all over it.
That's a good one.
I mean, it's the truth. So there was perks. I still go back. I just came back, actually. Headed back.
So you were born and raised in New York City?
No, actually, I was born in South Florida, but we were consistently back in New York.
I see. So all your family are in New York as well. Lucky you.
No, some kind of slowly trickled down to Florida, and now we're just all over the place.
All right. Okay, Stephanie. So I was checking a little bit your profile from yesterday when we had a talk. I was like, oh my God, let's check it out. Who is she?
That's why I said, do you know who you just got a hold of?
That's the thing. That's what I like the most about the Magic Box. Is I just invite random people, and I tend not to look into their profile too much because I got to see. I like to get to know them through the interview. But when you said that, I was like, oh my God, I need to check it out. You got my attention straight away. So tell me a little bit about your career as a fighter. Tell me everything, how it started.
Oh, I was 9 years old. My parents put me in it for anger management.
Okay.
It kind of slipped away from me a bit because I had so many other extracurriculars going on that it was like mid-high school point. It got reintroduced to me, and unbeknownst to me, I got scouted.
Oh.
Because women were not allowed in the sport.
No way.
I don't know how it works over by you guys, but here, back in the day, women weren't wanted or allowed to fight.
Oh my God, that's interesting.
No, Dana White for years was on record saying women will not be allowed in the sport. They're not as lucrative.
Oh my dear, that's interesting.
I pretty much said, F you, watch this.
Wow. And there you are.
And then I made it happen.
So back then, so that was the biggest challenge for you at the time, of course, I believe, when you...
I wouldn't even use the word challenge. It was something natural that I didn't know. Right. I kind of took myself off guard in a sense by like, I rolled with the flow.
Okay.
Then I looked back and went, oh, look what I did. Whoops.
So tell me how everything started. So through that, when you went through that, how everything got to the point where you are right now.
Men, it's very difficult with some men because they have to be alpha, and the minute they see a woman with power, they have to show their masculinity. In fact, I was almost killed. I was choked out by a fan who had to prove his masculinity at a private event.
Oh my dear.
And thankfully, I saved myself. I had seconds of air left in me.
Oh my dear.
So it's not always as glamorous as people say. There's a dark side to it.
Absolutely. But that's what makes spicy and makes you go even more like work harder, isn't it?
Right, like the police, because of who I am and who my family was in New York, it happened in New York, they shut everything down. I wasn't allowed out the room. Like they went on the hunt for this man.
Oh my dear. What a challenge, Stephanie. My goodness. It's but anyway, it makes the person you are today, you know what I mean, and stronger as well when you look back, for sure.
I will always be a fight. Everyone always says you're going to fight. I will always be a fighter. It's who I am.
I see. And how long have you been doing, have this career for?
1998 is when like the main wave came in.
And do you think nowadays it's more, let's see, for the women, it's easier for them back then? It's more, you know what I mean, the area right now, it's more easy for them to get into it, or it's still quite difficult?
There are some levels of difficulty, but I truly feel that I don't watch it as much as I used to. I get glimpses, but from the few women I am seeing, they're doing it for themselves to prove a point for themselves. However, unfortunately, the UFC and whatnot is using them just for political correctness, whatever it may be, because there's such a small blip of it.
I see.
But it's happening with mainstream MMA anyway, even with the men.
Mm-hmm.
The sport's fading. It's not what it once was.
I see. All right. So through the game, I'm going to explore a little bit more about your career, about your life, and about yourself. By the way, I'm saying I'm right, Stephanie?
Yeah.
Yeah? Are you ready to go on a beautiful journey through your memories in life and to share your point of views?
Let's do it.
Welcome to William and the Magic Box. So I have here my best friend. Best friends, full of random fun questions, okay? I'm just going to play a song now just for us to get a bit in the mood before the first question, all right?
All righty.
Let's do it. Okay, Stephanie, so during the journey, if there is a question that you don't want to talk about for some reason, you don't want to answer, always can change, okay? It's all very friendly. Cool?
Okay.
First question for you is very easy. Are you a cat or a dog person? And if you could be an animal, which one that would be and why?
If I could be a what? I'm sorry.
An animal, which one that would be?
Oh. A pit bull.
Tell me why.
Pit bulls are notorious for attacking, but they also have a very gentle, loving side. I'm a gentle giant per se, but spark that fire and out comes a pit bull. I do bite.
Hard, very hard.
Yes, and I don't let go.
And you more a cat or a dog person?
Dogs all the way. I'm allergic to cats.
Oh.
Nothing personal to the cat lovers.
And you have dogs at the moment?
I do. I have a little puppy.
Oh. Is that around or not?
She's looking for food. She's the diva.
Sweet. And it was a present or you got her?
It was supposed to be a gift from my mom, and somehow I got stuck with this. I love her to death. It backfired, but I love her.
Amazing. Next question. Let's do it. You're trying to work it out. Which kind of music is that? Is it
not very American, I would say.
It's a Brazilian music. Right. Before the next question, Stephanie, tell me, through your career, what's the best part of being a fighter? What's the thing that's okay, that's me. That's why I came this world for. And of course, there's always a challenge part as well. What that would be.
The benefit is it's given me a platform for women to listen and know that you can do and achieve anything. Don't let a man tell you no. Don't let anybody tell you no for that fact.
Mm-hmm.
And the downfall is, unfortunately, the men or individuals that can't handle a strong female and feel they need to prove something by lashing out at that strong female.
Wow. So there's this controversy, like guys think this way, like through women.
Yep.
Quite sad, isn't it, in a way, to see that still nowadays? My God.
It's frustrating, but in time, hopefully, make more progress.
Amazing. And I'm sure you are big impact, give you a big impact of that. You're gonna leave your legacy. You're already leaving your legacy.
I'm actually going for a second legacy at this point.
Wow.
I was born into two, wrote one, now I'm going for the second.
Amazing. Great. Next question is, what makes you the happiest?
Music.
Wow. And which kind of music you like the most or you listen to?
Okay, so I am old school because my mom would always play music in the house. So the Temptations, Whitney, like just all that energy, good vibe. Ironically, I did stumble upon a UK artist that
Cool.
motivates me when I train. I don't know if you've ever heard of her. Her name, I don't know if I'm pronouncing it correctly, so you'll have to forgive me. Jess Glynn.
Jess Glynn. It's a new artist or not?
No, evidently she worked with Clean Bandit or something.
Oh, okay. I know Clean Bandit. Yes. Ah,
So now she's on her own, and evidently she's like on fire.
wow.
But some powerful stuff she's written.
Oh, wow. And as a child, which kind of music did you listen to? Or a teenager?
Rap. I did the whole rap hip hop thing. Had Mariah, Boys to Men, the whole crew.
I see. So your family was involved with music as well as you grew up?
Yeah, there was always parties with music. It was just fun.
And do you have brother and sister as well? Some siblings?
No,
The only child.
I'm it.
Spoiled? Bit.
One could say so. I don't know if you're familiar with the term a Jap.
No, I'm not. Tell me about it.
It's Jewish American princess.
It says everything.
That is me. Yes. I own it.
Funny. Next one, let's do it. Okay, Stephanie from New York. Next question is, if I would meet your best friend right now, to define yourself in one positive word and one negative word, what your best friend would say?
Negative would definitely be stubborn.
It can be positive as well, depending, the context.
Stubborn.
In your case, it's a negative one.
And positive, I don't, loving, because that's how my best friend knows me.
And they support you like through your career. They're always there by your side.
Yeah. But they're there for Stephanie, not Stephanie Blondie Mankin.
I see.
So,
That's what the best friends are for,
right. Like we still Netflix and chill.
And most of them, they live in New York as well.
I go back and forth.
See.
So she's down here, but we bounce everywhere.
Good. Next question. Before the next question, and your family, they always supported you, Stephanie, through your career?
They supported it, not knowing where it was headed. Once they saw this, like where it was going, they kind of wanted me to back off, and I wouldn't. They wanted me college and all that, which I did do. But my mom came to a fight, and I don't know what happened. All I was told was she refused to look up and she walked out.
Wow.
So,
but why? Because of the way the fight is, the aggressive, that's...
I'm in a locked cage knocking the brains out of someone.
Oh my goodness. So that she's never been able to watch one.
She said, what was her quote? She said, I'll never watch again, but I will never worry again.
Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one.
Yeah.
And how often do you train? Do you train every single day?
5 days a week.
How many hours per day?
Minimum 3 to 4.
Wow. And I'm sure you have someone as well, like a coach with you all the time.
No, there's a good portion that it's independently me. When it comes to, grappling, ground game, sparring and whatnot, then I go and have someone with me to swing at.
See? Wow. Talking about parents, tell me what your parents did that always comforted you the most.
They always supported and loved me. It's just, it was like a second nature. If I said I wanted a horse, I got a horse. If I said I wanted like to do soccer, it was soccer. Whatever it was okay, try it, learn.
Amazing. I think it gives a big impact in our life when we have the support of our parents, isn't it? It's a plus, you know.
Mom works for me.
Oh, sweet.
So you get the plus and the level.
Saying that, what's the biggest difference between you and your mom, and what's the biggest similarity?
Oh, our tempers. I definitely have mom's temper.
Mm-hmm.
The difference, I look nothing like her, and I don't understand why she's so much shorter than me.
Good point, actually. My parents as well, they're not very tall, and actually I got from my grandfather. My grandfather, he was the tallest person I ever met in my family, and but my parents, they're shorter than me. It's all connected with the grandparents' roots, I guess.
Yeah, now that you have me thinking about it, yeah, you're right.
Next question, Stephanie, let's do it. Okay, which bad habits you wish you could stop?
Oof. Probably my sailor mouth.
Why? Why?
Just from being around the MMA world and everything, every other word. I have to be very careful. Even doing this now, it's like, okay, don't say it, rethink it.
What MMA stands for?
Mixed martial arts.
Oh, mixed martial arts. I see. And nowadays, there's the female words. A lot of ladies, they're like getting into it more than before, in your opinion?
No, that's the bizarre thing. It seems to be the same, I would say, dozen.
Mm-hmm.
And you now and then have a newcomer who tries it and realizes, nah.
And why is that? Why do you think they give up, or they just see that's not for themselves?
First of all, you're literally putting your life on the line. One wrong hit to the head, it's over. Any strike could take you at any moment. But the men, when you see their paycheck versus the female paycheck and the treatment, and just, it's kind of like female actresses, the inequality. That's the only way to compare it.
Wow. And Stephanie, if you can walk me through the day when you're gonna have a fight, so walk me through the day since you wake up. What's your routine until you have the fight? Tell me a little bit if you can. Sure.
I'm pretty much secluded because you get so deep in your own head that you just can't have any of the outside world chatter around you.
Right.
So it becomes just like a fluid motion where my mentor and coach are with me after I wake up and get situated. And they don't really even talk much. It's, warming up, stretching, hitting the mitts a bit, and then go time. And then from there, tunnel vision.
Wow. And how about your foods? You're allowed to eat everything or not? How is your diet regarding that?
Technically, I can eat whatever I want because I'm always burning. Just as an individual, I've always been very natural and holistic. I like healthy, just good for you foods. But then again, there are a few things here and there I'm willing to break for.
Interesting. Next question. Let's do it.
Okay.
Next question for you is, what is something you always wanted to do, but you're scared of?
Would it be terrible if I said nothing?
No, I was expecting actually this answer for you because I was about to say, before your answer, I was about to say, if there is anything.
I've been very fortunate and blessed that I've gotten to do everything so far. And continuing, I have everything to do.
And you always have this mindset, this way of approaching life?
You have to. I was born that way.
Mm-hmm.
There,
So yeah, sorry, carry on.
yeah, first place isn't enough. There's always more.
I see. But you always had this mindset. It's not even connected with your professional life. You always had this mindset.
Education, everything. Anything I do has to be perfection, or it's not worth doing.
Wow. You come across a very confident person. You always have this mindset. It's visible. I think it's just talking to you, I can feel that.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
And there were some days that what can make you feel a bit, let's say, a little bit discouraged. Of course, even though you are you can see you have this mindset of being strong, but of course we have our other side as well. And what that can be, or that can put you in a different mindset, I would say.
I get to these moments where I just go, and I burn out. I hit that level of exhaustion.
Mm-hmm.
And 99% of the time, I don't allow for a recoup. So if someone approaches me, there are moments where I like my own privacy. Mm-hmm. Granted, yes, I am in the public eye. I put myself there. I was born into it because of my family name. But you just want one of those moments where you could go through the grocery store and make it through without someone yelling your name or something. You miss privacy sometimes.
Yeah, and I think more than ever nowadays with the, you know what I mean, the world we live in right now, everyone wants to know everything what's happening with us. Do you know what I mean? Even though I'm sure for you being in the spotlight, I'm sure it's even harder. Do you know what I mean? Like,
it is. Like, I want to just put on sweatpants or gym shorts and run out to the grocery store or do whatever. And I have to take into thought, like, who's going to catch me? What's going to,
I see. I didn't, honestly, and I apologize for that, but I didn't have a look a little bit in your surname. So if you can tell me about your family name, what is, if you can share.
So on my mother's side, my uncle is David Dubinsky. My family founded the Garment District in New York, and that's where all the fashion and clothing started.
Wow.
So yeah, that's just mom. Then there's dad. My grandfather and his brother were the start of the Jewish mafia. And I am the namesake.
Wow. There you go, Stephanie. I'm sure you're always in the spotlight for sure. Oh dear. And so that's the most challenging part of you having this name, in your opinion, is for you not to be able to, you always had this,
there's always a wall to an extent. Yeah. Because people always will have their thoughts on either end of my family, not knowing the truth.
Yeah.
So
there we go. I'll get the next question. Just leave there, okay?
Okay.
The next one. Next question for you is, tell me something that you can't live without.
Oof. My phone.
It's the extension of our body nowadays, our phone, isn't it?
Yeah, it's second nature just to grab for the phone and do whatever.
How long can you go without checking your phone?
If I'm in a meeting or something, even that's a struggle. 30 minutes?
Wow.
But keep in mind, it's buzzing and doing its own thing. So it's like, what am I missing?
Yeah. Do you see that as a positive thing, or something that is difficult for you? It's part of your business, I believe.
It is, but there are those points where you're sitting at a birthday for a close friend and it's okay, not appropriate. People need to respect I'm at something important for someone important.
Let me put the question a bit more harder for you. If someone come up to you and say, okay, Stephanie, from now on, you need to delete forever from your phone social media altogether, like TikTok, Instagram, Facebook in one package, or YouTube, which one that would be?
Social media.
Yeah?
It's more dangerous than people realize.
Oh, yes.
It's a scary thing. I don't see all of it. Obviously, it gets filtered through PR and everything. But what does make it to me, sometimes even I go, what?
Yeah, it's really dangerous that I think you need to filter a lot, a lot of things there. And I think there's so many people like just putting out whatever they want, you know what I mean? And
well, that's the thing. You have open platforms. People can say and do as they please.
yeah, yes, that's the negative, the bad part of social media for sure. I totally agree. And I'm glad that you kept YouTube so you can watch Willie in the Magic Box there.
I will. I'll have everybody watch.
Next question, let's do it. Before the next one, and in your opinion, what's the most challenging part of living in New York? What's the negative part of it, if there is any?
It's changed over the years. Unfortunately, I want to say it's not as safe. I don't understand the infatuation with tourists coming. Because as New Yorkers, we just walk the streets and go about our business. Everyone else is taking pictures and whatnot. But even now with the legalization of marijuana, you walk down the street and you're like, okay.
It's happening.
It's changed, but to me, all of it's not positive. So.
I see. Yeah. Next question is, define yourself in a season of the year and why?
Winter.
Interesting. Tell me why.
Okay, so I always joke because where I am right now, it's like 80 plus degrees. My thing is, you can only take so much off in public, but at least in winter, you can put more on. But there's something about winter, like a warm cup of tea, that's soothing. Mm-hmm. It's a comfort thing, I guess you could say.
It is, for sure. Is your birthday around winter time as well?
No.
No? I've heard once that you feel very connected with the season when you're born. And for me, it suits very well. I love the fall. I love the autumn. And my birthday is November, so I just love the colorful, around the it's not too cold, it's not too warm, it's kind of crispy in the middle. So yeah. But saying that, I come from a very hot country, Brazil, but I love winter as well. I like winter. It's very European. I don't know, as you said about clothing, people, they get more, cozy. You always can have a hot chocolate, it's amazing.
But it also gives you room to pull out all that good clothing.
Yes, that's a good part. I had someone on the show and I asked the question we were talking about weather, and he said, William, I like the winter because I can show off my clothes. I feel more elegant in my clothes at the time.
Like, right now, I'm limited because it's so warm.
Yeah, for sure. Ready for another one?
Let's do it.
Let's do it. Next question for you is, what was your favorite part about school?
Sports.
Of course. And what was your favorite sports back in school?
I played on all the teams. I was privately educated, so I got the chance I played baseball, soccer, football, basketball, street hockey. I mean, I was beating the boys up in the street.
I'm sure. I have no doubt of that, for sure.
It's not like I'm trying to take pride in it for the younger generation to use an example, but it is what it is.
I can imagine your classmates from school, like you're beat them up, like for the soccer or for other, how they felt. My God, seeing this girl like just taking over everything.
Like I say to everyone, like, to me, just normal. Normal day.
Stephanie, I have 3 questions left for you, okay?
Okay.
Let's do it. But before the next question, through those 2 years now that the world's being upside down regarding the COVID crisis, personally for you, what's the most positive impact that brought to your life regarding that, and also the most challenging part?
Challenging is being cooped up and not near people, because you missed because luckily we're in a phase. You forget the simple things of just having family over or being at a family dinner and that interaction with friends and whatnot, just a simple cocktail. The positive, it gave me time to find me and just reevaluate, reassess, and refocus.
So interesting, so true, isn't it? I think everyone went through their own, I remember like through the first lockdown, my goodness, I had some thoughts about myself that I never had before. I was analyzing my way of approaching life, and it was fascinating in a way as well, because I could find some things that were hidden somehow, and if I didn't go through that, I don't think maybe I would find out when I'm older, I don't know. But it was so fascinating to see this William inside that I never seen before, to feel it, I felt so different in a way. I totally understand your points. And actually this project came along during this dark time as well. I never found myself in such a dark place, but at the same time as well, I think all of us, we found a way to survive, to live a different life, to connect with ourselves more than ever.
That's exactly it. And from this, everyone says, what's your next fight? What's your next fight? There's a fight, but be ready to be caught off guard.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Totally agree. Next question is, I like this question. If you're not yourself, would you like to be yourself?
Yes.
Why?
Because at the end of the day, whatever I do throughout the day, I know I can lay my head on my pillow and go to sleep knowing I was a good person and I did the right thing.
Beautiful, 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 beautiful. 2 questions left for you, Stephanie. Let's do it. But before
to that.
You get in the mood now. Now you get in.
I'm trying to get like the swagger of it.
Before the next question, Stephanie, when you look back in your career, or what was the fight that you did that you said, okay, that was the fight that I will never forget for some reason, or said, okay, that was some. I'm glad that happened. I went through that fight for some reason. The most special one, if you can share, if you can pick one.
I don't think I could single one out because, in a sense, they're all different.
Mm-hmm.
But yet, for me, it's all the same. I go in with one goal, and I come out with the results.
And what's that goal?
I'm trying to say this without the sailor mouth. To smash the.
It's okay. Wow. And I'm just trying to picture like the moment when the fight's gonna start, your emotions, everything. You just focus in that person in front of you. There's the only thing you focus or not, where you are like the physical, the technique. There's a lot of things going on in your mind.
As much as there's noise and people and all the chaos, I will zone out to the point I only hear my trainer and my coach.
Wow.
And I only see the opponent, and not even sometimes a face, just the movement.
Wow. And it's when you finish a fight, Stephanie, do you have the feeling that it took very long or it was too quick? Even though it's, what I mean, like it was quick, but for you personally, you felt like, okay, it was quick or it was too long?
I would have to say neither. It's kind of a happy medium because, people will watch these fights and they'll think they're quick. What they don't realize is when you're in it, as much as you train and as physically fit as you can be,
mm-hmm.
It really takes a toll on the body. Like within the first round or even 3 minutes, like it's as if I had run my usual 7 miles per day or something, because
mm-hmm.
you're focused on pushing so much energy out.
I see. And when you say about you train 5 days per week, those 2 days resting, you can disconnect completely of your professional life, or there's always something that you cannot disconnect it?
It could be a Saturday or a Sunday evening, and I'll just want to go have a bite to eat, and somebody will go, hey, and it's like, okay.
It's always going to be there.
And you know what? I have to say, as much as it sounds like I'm griping about it, I truly am blessed and thankful for every fan and every supporter.
I'm sure. I'm sure. Even those very like, you know, when you are very tired, you're not drained, you know, but I'm sure this like this comment or someone approach you, I'm sure it lifts you up a little bit for sure.
It gives you that little oomph of energy that you needed.
Indeed, absolutely. Good one. I'm sure people watch the interview, they will appreciate that.
Good. This way they know how much love I truly have for them.
Oh, nice one. Next question is, if you could spend the entire day with a family member, who that would be and why?
My Uncle Robert.
Tell me why.
Because he's nuts. He is just crazy nuts. And I love him to death for it, because no matter what the situation or circumstance is, he makes it fun.
Oh.
And we have our own insanity. We just go about being ridiculous, and it's comforting.
Oh, sweet. And he lives in New York as well?
No, we're in South Florida.
Oh.
Yeah.
Ready for the last one?
Let's do it.
Last question, Stephanie. Let's do it. But before the last question, people watch the interview, ladies, girls, watch the interview. Would you like to start a career, you know, as an MMA fighter? What would be your best piece of advice?
Don't consider it a career anymore. Go for your goal, go for your dream, but always have a backup plan. Because you can't be a fighter forever. And that's just the reality of it. I'm approaching that level. The body can only take so much.
What do you think, like age, more or less age, you can go, I don't know you personally, but like you can see a female going and like the latest, in your opinion? Of course, it depends, a lot of things, but in your opinion, how?
I would say like 40, 42.
Yeah.
Is like tap out time.
And there is an aging to start, like a limit, like to start a career. There is like a rule or not? You can start any age you'd like to.
I want to say it's either 18 or 21.
Okay.
I'm not quite sure, but there are rules in place. Unfortunately, a lot of the rules are not abided by.
Okay. Last question for you is, what is the funniest gift have you ever received?
Oh, that's hard. I get some wacky things.
The funniest of one of the memorable that to say, okay, that's something that I will always remember, if there is any.
I don't think so, because when given a gift, as funny as I appreciate the gesture,
right?
So I don't. Some people. I was at a bar one night, and a young lady knew I'm a New Yorker and all that. She handed me a Yankees keychain.
What's that?
The New York Yankees? It's baseball.
Oh, I see. Oh, yeah, of course. Oh, yeah, sorry.
That's okay.
And she gave it to you?
Randomly, like I was sitting with some friends just chilling, and she said, "Here, I'm a fan." And it was just like, wow, thank you.
Sweet.
It's sweet, but like, I don't want people to think they have to approach me and hand me something.
Okay, Stephanie, it's not the end yet. Let's play now the word association game. Okay, I'm going to give away some words. Just tell me one word that comes to your mind. Quick thinking. So, I hope you are enjoying the interview. Before we do the word association game, don't forget to give a like, don't forget to share this video, and also don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Just click on the button right there. Thank you so much and enjoy the word association game.
Okay.
Family.
Family?
Yeah.
Trust.
One word for money.
Is what it is. That's more than one word.
It's okay. It's all right. Whatever comes to your mind. Love.
Very important.
Life.
Live it to the fullest.
Sex.
No comment.
Religion.
Believe what you believe. Whatever makes you happy.
Politics.
Oh, danger zone.
Fear.
Can't live with it.
Friendship.
Valued.
Desire.
Must have.
Regrets.
Have them, but have to let them go.
Success.
Always more obtainable.
One word for wish.
Peace.
Happiness.
Oh, that's a tough one. Just good times. Light times.
Passion.
Important.
One word for New York City.
Home.
One word for USA.
Embarrassed.
And the last one now, professional MMA fighter.
The champ.
Hey, nice one, nice one. Okay, let's pretend I'm going to meet your lovely uncle, the one you mentioned during the interview, for a coffee. And I'm going to ask him, tell me the most beautiful thing about Stephanie and tell me something that she still needs to improve on, to work on, what he would say.
I think for beautiful, he would just say me as a person, my character, and what I stand for. To improve and work on. He knows me so well, he'd probably say temper.
And if I would ask the same question to your best friend, would it be the same answer?
No. She would say that I need to sit and focus on one thing at a time because I'm always in 32 different places. But that I've never changed. The money, the fame, any of it. I am Stephanie.
Wow, beautiful. Let's play now Stephanie and the Magic Box, and you can ask me a question. But before that, let's play the music one more time. Let's do it. Okay, you can ask me a question now.
Okay, so please explain this whole magic boxing idea and how you reached out to, I think you said 500 individuals that have done this.
600 this month.
Oh my God, congratulations.
Thank you very much. Stephanie, so the Magic Box, as I was mentioned before in the beginning, in the interview, that I know through the first lockdown, all of us, we were a bit lost, didn't know what was going on. The uncertainty brought a lot of, mental health issues. Everyone was feeling, lost in a way. I think all of us found ourselves in some challenging places. Back in my life, when I think about, I'm talking to you now as I can see how much you love what you do. You're born for that. And when I went through my life, when I met friends, people around me, that they were saying the same thing as you, I could feel them say, I was born for that. I came to this world for this. And I strongly believe that all of us, we can do still different things in life and still be happy. Yeah, all of us, we have ability to do different things in life areas, and you still can live a life happy and sharing, our happiness. Saying that, I always was asking myself, William, what did you came to this world for, And I could see myself doing different things and still being happy. But when I was lost my thoughts, like with myself, my inner self, I was like, I would like to be able to wake up one day and say, okay, I was born for that, And I was asking this question to myself, and I remember 3 years ago, I was talking to a friend of mine and talking about careers and things in life. And I told him, I still can say that I haven't found my path, something that I can wake up and say, okay, I was born for this. But I told him, I said, but I'm sure one point will come. I'm sure one point will come. And it did. through the first lockdown. I remember running the park back in the first lockdown in London. You could leave the house one day for like sports or running. Yeah, it was a rule that you could no one day, once in a day. Like once in a day, you could leave the house. Of course, you could leave for shopping or things but to do exercise, there was like a rule. I love running. I've been involved in sports as well through my life, and I was playing volleyball for years as a teenager, and so I was going for a run. I was running the park, and one day, you're not gonna believe, one day I was running, and I was thinking already doing something creative, like something that I could, take my time and then, go through the lockdown. And I was running. I remember exactly the place. I was running, and I was like, oh my! I even stopped. I had this moment. I was like, my goodness. This idea came along about the magic box. Saying that, when I look back, like as a teenager, even as a child, I remember when I was with friends, I was always like, what's your favorite color? Who is your favorite teacher? I always had this approach, you know what I mean, with people around me. Even when I go on holidays, vacation with friends, one point of the night or one point of the vacation, I go like, so let's talk about what's your best part of being whatever you are, you know what I mean, this kind of interaction. So so this magic box, Stephanie, came along in a dark place where I found myself in a very challenged moment in my life. And I'm so grateful that this idea came along. It literally came out through nothing, I was trying to do something creative on YouTube, something that I could connect with people, and suddenly I said, okay, this idea came along. I'm gonna have a box, a magic box with I'm gonna put some questions, and I'm gonna start inviting people around the globe and to see what they're up to, what they're experiencing in life. And I must tell you that it's something that it's me. I go to bed thinking about that. I wake up every single morning. I go to the gym. I even have a shower. Everything I do, it's about this project. I'm sure you know that because I'm sure you live your life thinking about your career. So it's something that's when you do something, that it feeds my soul, it feeds myself, If I would see somebody doing that, I would be like, oh my God, I would love to be doing that. Do you know what I mean? So it's something that comes from a genuine place, and it's me. It's when friends watching some interview, they go like, oh my God, William, it's so fun to see you doing that because it's you. I feel like you are by my side talking to somebody else, because if I go out or if I meet strangers or people, I always have this kind of interaction. I'm able to to connect with them somehow and talk to them. And I receive messages from people around the globe. They say, oh my God, Will, I felt so comfortable through the interview. I felt I could talk to you like forever and tell you, things about myself. So I believe this project, something that I always was looking for. It was somewhere hidden in myself, but I couldn't find it. And now I can tell you, like with my eyes shining, that's something it's for me. It's something that I'm so grateful that came along. And I could do that for 24 hours, no stop, because it's something that I love it. Yeah, I'm so grateful for this challenge moment that I had in my life, you know what I mean, through the first lockdown, that brought me this gift that was here somewhere, and now I can spread around, now I can share, I can scream, I can shout about it. That's how I started my magic box.
Well, you are definitely smiling, and you can see that you love what you do. And coming from the other end, it's refreshing.
Thank you.
This interview is quite refreshing from the usual mundane.
Yes, I think what's I like the most about that, Stephanie, is because the questions, look, they're all here, in front of me. I don't select the question for my guests. I just put them in front of me. And I strongly believe that the right questions always come to the right people. You know what I mean? It's here. It's just an interaction. It's just people can, I had interviews with people that they done interviews before. They go like, oh my God, will you do an interview? The question's gonna come to you, which is okay as well. But it's nice to have a different interview, different that you can talk a little bit about yourself in a different way. You can share different thoughts or different things. So that's what makes the magic box special, I believe. So yeah.
But it's also the energy you radiate off.
Oh, you're gonna make me shy now.
Oh no.
I'm gonna hide under the magic box now.
No, don't. You should be proud. It's quite refreshing. You have no idea. Just to see a smiling, true, genuine
Oh, thank you so much, Stephanie. Thank you. And thanks again. As soon as I approached you, you took the challenge. Yeah, you said, I like your approach, William. That's made my day. I remember you saying, I like your approach. I was like, it just touched me with that little phrase because, that's what the Magic Box is, just to connect with people, and let them be themselves. That's the whole thing of the show. It's just about people being themselves and sharing their experience and connect with people around the globe as well. Thank you so much for taking the time. I know you are very busy.
You.
Thank you so much.
My pleasure.
Thank you. And before you go, if you can share a positive message or a positive quote, something that inspires you in life.
So my biggest quote, and it comes from a Broadway play that was turned into a movie, Rent, is "No day but today." Because truly, after everything that's gone on and is going on currently in our world, we need to live like there it is no day but today. Be present, be in the moment, enjoy, love, laugh. Just live.
I think more than ever, isn't it, Stephanie? I think we are in a place now that we need to be living the day, the moment, isn't it?
People need to stop with the hate and learn to respect and love.
Absolutely.
And understand. Just listen. Listening to one person, it may save their life. You never know.
Totally.
It's not always about yourself. Sometimes it's mostly about others.
Totally. And saying that as well, sometimes when you do some a great, like a kind gesture to someone, at the end of the day, you are helping yourself because you are just taking this, this nice vibe, doing a kind gesture to someone, you are just doing for yourself in the end of the day. You know what I mean?
Positive energy.
Yeah.
If I can do something positive, then I've had a good day. If I can help another, good day.
Absolutely. Stephanie, thank you so much for the interview. It was a pleasure having you on the show. My God, what a pleasure having you on the show. Thank you so much. And you keep in touch. Good luck with your career, with everything you do in your life, because you came for that. I can see, I can feel your power, your strength, and it's visible there. So thank you so much for the interview, and you keep in touch. It was a pleasure, okay?
Absolutely. Thank you.
Take care. Bye-bye. Bye. So, did you like the show? Don't forget to give a like, share it, and also don't forget to subscribe to the channel. And if you'd like to be part of the show as well, first, subscribe to our channel, and after that, just go to our website, www.williamandthemagicbox.com, and send us a request saying why you'd like to be part of the show. And I see you there. Bye-bye. See you next time.